All right, folks. So yeah, I'm in my car. I got the blue light on because it's so dark out here. Anyway, so we got different plans, and it is so hard to get a battery shipped to U.S. It's not even funny. And it's just everything is backed up in port, and it kind of sucks. And believe it or not, I just text the lady from China that was supposed to originally deliver my first battery, and she said, yeah, we're waiting for the battery. So I don't know if she's aware that I already, got my refund. Oh my God, or whatever it is. But anyway, so the goal here is I was unfortunately I gotta turn it into Amazon, which is extremely expensive. So I said, forget about it. They like ask 25% more in the money wise. So it will be about $250 off a battery that's about $1,000. Then you have the light speed batteries, which are ridiculously overcharged, but these are good cell batteries. So you what do you expect? But so there's a seller on eBay, and it's funny because last year he was claiming that he had LG cells in it, and now he's claiming it's a grade A Chinese cells. Look, I'm not knocking, Chinese cells. Lots of people had um, great experience with it. What do you get over here? So over here you get a 90-day warranty of free return of the batteries in case whatever it is that it might be your issue, and then you have 1 year of warranty, which kind of sucks because you figure you want to keep the battery for 5 years or so. It will degrade some percentage after 5 years of use. Um, Speaking of degrading, I actually was charging my battery yesterday, the 48 volts that I connected parallel, and literally was charging at 54.7, and the charger didn't stop. However, it was sitting at 54.7. So I'm thinking every time you charge a battery, of course it balances the cells, but it does it differently. Sometimes it just takes longer, sometimes it takes a shorter time. So I'm hoping that battery is being balanced. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to finish charging the batteries because it was late. It was taking like over 3 hours to balance it out. So I'll connect it today and see if that's the case. I'll let it charge up, which would be great. Um, so I've noticed that the battery I'm looking at right now, the cutoff is um, 50 volts, which is very little. Thinking that, or knowing that you have 84 volts, and you're gonna go all the way to 50. At 50 volts, the bike has no power whatsoever. But I am not, pushing 100 amps, so you never know. Anyway, so here's the deal, and I'm looking at like the most reasonable deal. Okay, uh, grade A battery cells. So obviously it's from China. It's being delivered from California. Delivery time is 6 to 8 days, which is great. Unlike China, 6 months. And we talked about the warranty. We talked about return policy, and it is a 72-volt battery. Charges at 84 because some do charge at 87 because it's a 23S. These are 20S, okay, and 1P. And the price, okay, so it's 50 amp hour, which is really comfortable number for me. I was looking, I mean, first original I was looking at 30, then I was looking at 35, then I was looking at 40, 45. Now I'm looking at 50 because I noticed obviously the more range you have, the better off you are. So this is 50 amp hour battery, which is lots of juice for a long time. However, the discharge, the continuous discharge is 50 amps, okay, which is at 72 volts, which is about 36 watts. All right, 3,600 watts. Sorry, 3,600 watts. It's so early in the morning, and the peak discharge is 100 amps. So I guess if you twist the throttle or the thumb throttle, whatever it is, it'll let you experience the peak. That peak might be only for 3 or 5 seconds when you have that demand, which is pretty cool, right? And that would, at 72 volt 100 peak, that will give me 7,200 watts, which is pretty decent. Where there is no demand, it will operate at 50 amps. So it look, I mean, yeah, I would love to go 70 miles an hour, but where the hell am I gonna go 70 miles an hour? I mean, I was by my house yesterday working on my car, and I heard this freaking loud, you know, noise, and I saw the guy got T-boned, coming out from literally our community making a right turn, and he got literally T-boned, which was ridiculous. And I was like, holy crap, man, that's just crazy. And the other guy was going pretty fast, but what makes you think that if you were going with the bike like this, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, um, you know, whether you're slumming your brakes or not, but if you T-bone somebody, forget about it. Bikes are very dangerous. We already have established that many years ago. I'm totally against bikes, and extremely scared because I've seen too many accidents, and every person that I've known that had a motorcycle, it's literally dead right now. And every person or every friend that I have and their friends had a motorcycle, they're dead. And I've seen videos, fire department and then cops doing CPR, and then I saw that same guy in the hospital, like fucking paralyzed. So it's something to consider and kind of take it easy. And I'm not going to saying that because I can't get a battery off of China. I'm saying that I do like the speed. I would like to have the speed on demand with my tip of my finger, but you got to be also responsible with that speed. And that's why I'm going to finish this theme, because it can drag for days and months, and we can talk about it for hours, right? It's all up to each individual. I've seen people doing stupid shit on the internet with the bikes, with the Sarons, mostly with the Sarons. I guess they had motorcycle at one point, or they had motorcycle license. It was revoked because stupidity that they do. And again, it's not everybody. It's just a general observation that I've seen on videos, and mostly the people that I see here in my neighborhood, they're very responsible riding their bikes. They're not doing 80, 90 miles an hour. So, but it's kind of awkward. So a machine like this that weighs 120, 150 pounds, going 60 miles an hour with either one piston brakes, hydraulic brakes, or two or four, are still, needs to be addressed, and watch out for. How long does it take for this bike to stop, and the rain, the oil spills, the pavement conditions, so on and so forth. But enough of that. So this is the plan. This is what I'm looking at. $950 plus taxes, which is about $80. So it's like 1030, 10,000, 10,000, $1,030 or 1,000 something. It's a lot of money. It's less money for what I have spent from China and haven't had it delivered. So here it's from California, will be delivered in 8 days. I'm aiming for the max days. And then it comes with, I believe it's Anderson Connections, the 50 amp, which is kind of awkward because, well, the discharge is 50 amps, and continuous is 100 amps. So in order for the Anderson plastic to melt, it would have to have continuous 100 or about 50 continuous in order to melt. However, why am I looking at these batteries? As you all know, I'm looking for a secondary battery for the season, which I'm gonna have about 3 to 4 months. and it seems the seller sells all the same batteries, just different capacities. So originally what I was thinking was, or what I'm thinking is, that I'll get this one 50 amps, and in a summer I get another one, 35 amp hour, so 50 amp hour and then 35 amp hour from the same seller with the same BMS 50 and continuous 100, and also same cells. So because I'm always wondering, would I be able to um, kind of combine different BMSs, right? Whether I can combine 50 amp BMS with 100 or 50 with the 80 and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, iffy subject, and I don't want to have issues with these batteries. And like I said, even though my current battery is at 54.7 and it fluctuates between 6 and 7, so it's a great um, it's a great result. What the hell is this? It's something that I before was worried about. Sorry guys, I gotta fucking do my light. It's something to think about, you know. So I'm leaning towards having that investment $1,000, and then later, the 35 amp hour battery is like 750 plus stock, so it's not cheap. Um, but the range is going to be literally 85 amp hours on a bike, and man, I can take it whatever if I really choose to, which I've noticed right now I don't really do more than 10 miles. But the problem is I don't do more than 10 miles a ride because I know that my battery is weak and I can go far to it. I mean, I will be able to go to a city. I will be able to go all the way down to the island. I will be able to come all the way around the island, kind of make it like a field trip. It kind of sucks because it's off the season. So, doing a field trip with fucking minus 30, it's not really a pleasant ride. So it kind of defeats the point again, we're off the season, but sometimes, off the season you can get the better bargain because nobody else is hunting for batteries except obviously LA, Texas, Florida. But out here, nobody wants to get a battery because why the hell you gonna store it for 3 months and then God knows, how depleted the battery goes. I don't know. I like to store my batteries at full capacity. When I say store it, like I'm talking about store it for like 1 week, but off the season, for let's say 3 months, I like to store it at full capacity and whatever so every month just to top it off. So let's say I will store it at 54.6, and let's say I go back to trickle charge it to balance it out after a month, once a month. It'll be probably at 50, 52. So it'll go back to 54.6, and that's how I maintain my batteries. Or you can keep it at 70% and just let it deplete, and once a month charge it up, which is says lithium batteries are comfortable at 70%. Look, I can't tell what 70% is, so I don't want to be able to tell what the 70% is. I just want to make sure that my battery stays nice and comfortable at 1.4. Anyway, so that's the goal, and I want to make that decision before Monday, so I can actually put in the order on a Sunday night or earlier, and have it shipped out, hopefully on a Monday, and get it the following week. Even though like they predicting the forecast weather, it's like next week it's gonna be like rain, snow, and all that crap. So it's like you got a battery, but you can't try it out. It's like, man, it defeats the point of just getting anything. And that's the problem when you're off season and it's like the weather's not the greatest. But again, God, I mean, you can get a hoodie, you can get a jacket, you can get the pants, you can get the whatever, some sort of not necessarily boots, but something warm enough. And like I said, it's not fun to ride in the rain, which I did, and I gotta get mud guards because the water goes right in your face. You can't see shit because you're riding really fast. Let's say you're doing whatever 30, 40 miles an hour. Everything speeds up in your face, including the rain, and you can barely open your eyes. So it's pretty dangerous. I've gone through it, and it was dangerous, you know. But anyway, we are at 15 minutes on this crappy video. You guys like, subscribe, share this. Stay tuned, stay by, stay whatever you want. I'm gonna go and get some sleep because I got an hour till I get to work or start working. All right, folks. Until then, just follow me on this channel, and you'll see if I get the battery and how the battery's gonna run. All right. So until then, man, I'm being completely optimistic. Take care.